Hey everybody, so today we are headed out to do chores. It's an incredibly muggy morning out here and we had one heck of a stormy night last night. It was a crazy night. And now we have like water standing everywhere. Yeah, last night when we came out to do chores and close up the coops, the water was clear back to here. And luckily Miley wore her boots out here, and so she was able to walk over there and shut that. Looks like we had close to 2.5 inches of rain last night, just in a few hours. Oh, I'm so exhausted because last night was a crazy evening. The weather radio went off alerting that there was a tornado warning, but it wasn't exactly heading towards us, but it was for our county. Well, the kids got to looking on the radar and there weren't any clouds associated with that warning on the radar, but then we had another storm heading directly towards us that was pretty much taking the same path that warning was showing, and so Brooke and Miley both thought that they made a mistake and that they were talking about that storm that was headed towards us. So we rounded everything up and we ran over to my mom's because she's got a little cellar we can go into if we need to. And oh man, just a minute here. Oh my, it looks like we had some little baby goats escape and get in here last night. That's crazy.
How did they escape?
I don't know.
And how did they get in here?
I don't know. They must have done that last night before the storm or something. They were wanting to be next to Mama. Anyway, we rounded up everything and we ran over to my mom's, and then we found out that storm was bogus and they had made a mistake, or that warning was, I should say. So we came back over and I started fixing supper, and then I just get supper started and boom, the radio goes off again saying that there's a strong thunderstorm warning for us and it's heading towards us. And so we rounded everything up, and we always like to go to my mom's even for a thunderstorm warning, just because we feel her house is a little sturdier than ours is, and that way we're closer to the cellar if we have to go down there. So we went over there and we waited, and then we discovered it wasn't really that bad. So we came back over to our house and I started fixing supper again, and boom, the weather radio went off again, and this time it was a tornado warning and it was affecting us for sure. So we ran over to my mom's, and then we went down into the cellar, and we waited there for a while. Seemed like forever.
And there's 2 tornadoes in that, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. There was one that passed over us, and then we were just about getting ready to go up, and then they came up with another warning, so we just stayed down there for a while. And we finally got back up and got back to our house. It was probably around 9 o'clock or so. I don't remember exact time. And then I had gotten supper fixed and was getting ready to eat, and then boom, that tornado warning came on, and then it ended up being not for us, so we went ahead and ate. And then Miley was so nervous that she got sick and threw up after she ate her supper. And so then I hurried up and ate. Then the weather radio went off again, and it was basically warning us of a flash flood, and it went off a couple of times. But anyway, it was about like 10:30, and I was so exhausted. And then Miley comes in and says, "Mom, I'm hungry," because she had gotten sick. And so, which I didn't mind fixing her something to eat or anything like that, but I was just so exhausted. I was just like, oh my gosh, this all I want to do is just go to bed or sit down and rest for a little bit or something. But anyway, it was It's crazy. So here in a minute, after we get chores done, we're going to go assess the damage in the garden because we had some quarter-size hail and all of that last night. So hopefully we didn't end up with any too much damage in the garden. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and assess the hail damage to the garden. Hopefully we didn't get a whole lot of damage. Oh man, I am about to sweat to death. I thought it was going to be cool out today, so I put a sweatshirt on, and then Miley thought it'd be a good muck boot day. She thought I needed to wear my muck boots, so I got insulated muck boots and a sweatshirt on, and it's so muggy out here. Oh, it looks like we didn't get any hail damage to the garden. Well, maybe a little bit. There's a little a stem broke right there.
And there's another one too.
Yeah, and over here. But still, for the most part, I think we managed to get by pretty good. So that's good. Cabbage is looking pretty good. Ooh, the broccoli. Looks like one of them looks like it got kind of blown over a little bit. Looks like everything else is looking pretty good so far. Okay, I keep forgetting to show you this on other videos, and so I saw it and I just decided to go ahead and show you. But this is a raspberry bush, and it is doing so good. I'm not sure. I got a regular raspberry and I think a black raspberry. And
the black raspberry's on the yellow side. I think this is the regular one.
Okay, Miley thinks this is the regular raspberry bush. So anyway, I bought that thing when it was like about a couple inches tall. And it got covered up and smothered in weeds last year, and we kind of lost it. But it is back and looking really good this year, so I'm excited about that.
Do you think it'll have some raspberries on it?
I hope so.
Or if it doesn't, then she'll have it next year, probably, right?
Right. I've never grown raspberries before, so I'm going to have to do a little research on what all I need to do. Okay, over here is our potato patch, and it's looking really good. Yeah, Miley's got a bunch of volunteer sunflowers coming up over here, too, so that'll be interesting. I don't know if they'll survive the potato digging or not.
Hopefully.
I mean, I can kind of tell that the potatoes that we planted in the ground are actually doing quite a bit better than the ones that we didn't, but you can't tell a whole lot of difference. So it'll be interesting to dig them up. Now the pots didn't fare so well. There are 2 pots that none of the potatoes came up in, and then we have 3 pots that they did. And the potatoes just don't look like they're growing as big as the other ones. We are also picking more strawberries again. It's been a real struggle to stay ahead of the pest that's stealing them before us. I don't know for sure if it's just birds or insects or what, but most of the time we come out here and all the ripe strawberries are gone. We found them today, so we decided we better pounce on them before we go in the house.
Stubby was playing.
That's so
my hair.
Cute. So cute.
If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.